Jim Marina, good evening. A lot on the line for the president tonight. Many Democrats looking at this as a possible reset of the Biden presidency, and there's a host of topics to talk about. Let's get to it. Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger of Virginia, Democrat, joins us live tonight. You're in one of those districts that Democrats have been talking about is going to be critical for the control of the House. What do you need to hear from your president tonight? What do your constituents need to hear from the president tonight, especially things like inflation?
I think people across the country want to hear from the president that he recognizes the challenges that we continue to face as the American people. The challenges of the price at the pump, the challenges of the cost of prescription drugs, the challenges of the general unease that continue to exist as we push past the pandemic.
Is there anything, though, he can legitimately promise tonight as president to fix it? Because presidents have a limited ability to control inflation.
Well, the two things that I do hope that he'll speak to will be continued work to ensure supply chain resiliency. There's a variety of pieces of legislation that I've worked on in this space. Certainly, we've done good work with the Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. And hopefully he'll talk about lowering the cost of prescription drugs and the greater impact of rising costs kind of across the board. Prescription drugs is a place that impacts all of my constituents.
And on that subject, I know a Virginian's going to be the First Lady's guest tonight. Tell us about Joshua Davis.
That's right. I have a constituent named Joshua Davis, a young man who is diabetic, who's done tremendous advocacy on behalf of other diabetics across Virginia. He was present in Culpeper, Virginia, when I welcomed the president to hear directly from my constituents. And President Biden heard Joshua's story, and evidently it resonated, as he'll be the guest tonight.
And lastly, we see the yellow and blue on you tonight. A lot of members are wearing this tonight in support of Ukraine. This Congress is divided at the seams over politics between Democrats and Republicans. How important is it for all of you to show a united front tonight, not just to the American people, but to the world when it comes to Russia?
I hope any American can unify around the idea that Vladimir Putin is a war criminal and an authoritarian that has invaded a sovereign democracy. The people of Ukraine are fighting for their very lives for their country. And I'm proud that members of Congress are united in our efforts to support them as we move forward tonight and into the future.
Virginia Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, pleasure to have you here in person. We thank you for your time.